own, so you will work on your own. And tomorrow we will check everything and have a little bit of listening comprehension. And on Tuesday, we are going to have the test based on Unit 6. And that's going to be the last but one day before holidays. So on Wednesday, we will have something pleasant. I have not decided yet what. Maybe we will watch something. Yura, hello. Komarinsky, right? Still 6 participants. Андрій Покора.
Кажу, що нам треба лише один день вихідних, типу четвер, чи п'ятниця. Четвер.
Right.
Ця вправа якась незрозуміла в Вордбуці.
And Sofia Mikhailova. Sofia must be getting ready for the Olympiads. She might not be present today. And by the way, have you heard that you are going to have the final exam? Що у вас буде практика, захист практики. You will have the final exam in June. English, math, and physics. That's why. But to tell you the truth, I'm going to give you something connected with the independent testing. Дам вам таке пробне незалежне оцінювання зробити, according to your level, of course. So today is the 23rd, and ladies are still absent. So open workbooks. We will start checking your home assignment, and workbook is going to be the first. So just a second, the 23rd. Ladies, they might join. So workbook. Very, very quickly and
Я з іншого аккаунту в Zoom зайшов.
Орест родовий. So, page 44. This text about floating houses. And 2 more students. Sophia is with us. Only Anya. Sorry. So, hello everyone. Those who have just joined. Page 44 workbook. Floating houses. To float means плавати на поверхні. Float is also like поплавок. So keywords like flood, to be flooded, sea level may rise and drop. Everybody is present. And also there was such a word as anchor, yakir, to anchor them to the ground. Поставити на якір. So let's reread this text. Andrew, please quickly reread. Page 44 workbook. Швидесенько, Андрій. Andrew Покора.
Yeah. Can you imagine waking up each day in a house that is gently rocked by the movement of water, having a water park as a garden, and getting to work by water taxi? Well, for some people, that vision of the future may become a reality. It is commonly accepted fact that as the Earth's temperature rises, the ice caps at the North and South poles will melt, causing the sea level to rise. So where does this leave the many countries in the world which have a large section of their population living in area which lie at or below sea level? The Netherlands, for example, is one of the most highly populated low-lying countries in the world and has been battling with the problem of flooding for years. But further rises in the sea level could mean much of the country will disappear underwater. Inventive architects may have come up with a solution to the problem. A floating house actually built on the water. The basic idea is that houses will have a base filled with air and a way of anchoring them to the ground.
Anchoring. Anchor, it's a yakir. So the inventive architects may have come up with the idea, you remember, suggest an idea that those houses, floating houses, will be built on water. They will have a base, основа, filled with air, a way of anchoring them to the ground. І таким чином вони будуть якимось чином пришвартовані до дна. Go on, Андрій.
This will allow the houses to float upwards whenever the sea level rises and sink back down when the sea level falls. So are floating houses the homes of the future? For some people, there might be no alternative. for other it will be through choice. After all, who says you have to live on dry land anyway?
Okay, thank you. Have a look. You have lovely pictures. Looks very romantic, but I have some doubts if it is practical. I guess it is very maybe damp, wet, and maybe cold inside those houses, but still looks romantic. Why not? A good idea. So let's check. Which of the following statements best expresses the main idea of the passage? Yura Komarensky. Which of the following statements best expresses the main idea of the passage? Yura Komarensky, are you with us? Oh,
Він
Yura
мені
left.
тільки що подзвонив, сказав, що в нього проблеми з інтернетом.
Устем, then Устем. Устем. Come on, I wanted to let you go. So unmute yourselves. Включіть ці мікрофони because I'm going to ask you and I want to leave you to let you go earlier. Швидесенько. So what have you chosen?
D.
D, yes, houses built on the water may be homes of the future for some people. Good. According to the text, Устим again, why will the level of the sea rise in the future?
C. Because the heat will
Right.
turn ice into water.
And force the level up. In the line 7, Shumsky Danilo, what does vision mean? Vision. We have future vision. B, it is image, right. Sophia, why does the writer choose the Netherlands as an example?
A.
A, the country will be seriously affected by a rise in water levels. Good. Kharitya, floating houses.
B.
B, will rise and fall depend on the sea level. Ihalia, how would you
Well,
describe the general
skeptical.
tone of the text? As negative, optimistic, skeptical, or technical? Optimistic. Good.
Я б
So
сказав
future
technical.
history. Volodya, start reading. Volodya. Volodya, could you repeat what do you have, Volodya, in number 2? Sorry, I haven't heard. Misleading, good. Very good. So go on. An example. Good. Indefinite future, but number 7, you have result in the planet, and this results in the human race almost reaching the point of extinction. Okay, line number 1, 2, 3, 3 were misleading as they claim to be accepts уривки from a history book from the future. Where you have number 5, there are several drawbacks to future history, the main one being that one day it will be outdated, up to date, out of date. You know the word. Everything else was clear. Thank you. Now let's go to page 87, a student's book, right? It was your home assignment. 87, Save the Earth. Rostek, quickly reread. Use of
Швидше
English.
читаєш, ти менше помилок зауважиш.
Planet years day by day. Also, most of us are aware of this fact. We still do very little to help. Thankfully, the members of the Greener World Association are setting an example. That they say that
57.
unless we take action immediately, the planet will be destroyed. Greener World believes that each of us try to reduce our carbon footprint. The difference will be much greater than we can imagine.
Stop,
Yeah.
Rostek, thank you. Have a look at number 4 and number 3. So, believes that if each of us tried, it is past simple. So we can't use will if we have past simple. If we did, we would. If we did, we would. So if we tried to reduce, the difference would be much greater. So type 2 conditionals. In number 2, unless, it means if we don't. Okay. Would be much greater than we can imagine. Go on. Go on, please. Orest.
This year, Greener World are organizing worldwide campaigns about ways in which everyone can help, like saving energy, buying reusable products, using public transport, and
Using public transport, itd., itp.
going on.
And so on, and so on.
Yes.
So mark it down on your calendar. Next month, Greener World
Мені здається, коли мене спитають, мене знову з мікрофоном якась фігня станеться.
present the benefits of owning biodiesel and
Ну, тобто,
electric cars.
не знаю,
There
якось
are also
працює
plans to
дивно.
address the issue of recycling as well as the use of energy efficient devices. The event will take hold outdoors and is expected to attract people from nearby towns too.
The event will be held outdoors, good, and is expected to attract people from nearby towns. Thank you. So let's proceed. Haretya, experience experience the monkeys, right? Next text. So Haretya, start.
In recent years, there has been a huge movement that hopes to reverse the destruction caused by loggers and all over the world. One example is the Gibbon Experience in Laos. It is an ecotourism adventure program which provides residents with financial assistance in order to encourage them to conserve dangerous species. The Gibbon Experience employed local inhabitants to build tree houses and a network of zip lines, which are a system of cables that transports people through the trees of the Bokeo Nature Reserve, providing a unique and ecological experience. The Gibbon Experience takes you deep into the heart of the jungle, rainforests, and offers you the opportunity to sleep in a tree house. In the morning, the sounds of the forest act as a natural alarm clock. Your dwelling has all necessary equipment for your stay, but rest assured all products are ecologically safe. The most original part of the whole experience is that you really are experiencing nature as it should be experienced, with respect and admiration.
Good. So number 2, assistance with financial assistance is help, financial help. Number 3, in order to encourage them to conserve endangered species, inhabitants. Good, everything else was clear. Thank you. Levko, Exercise C. I am sure Alex has access to the information that you need. Transform the sentence.
Alex must have access to the information you need.
Okay, don't leave or else I will never speak to you again.
If you leave, I will never speak to you again.
And one more, Lavko. Don't you think you should close the window before it gets cold in here?
You better close the window before it gets cold in here.
Yes, you had better close. Good, thank you. Danilo, as it is a public holiday, we don't have to go to school tomorrow. Danilo Shumsky. Галя Yaрошенko.
We must needn't go to school tomorrow as it is a public holiday.
Yes, we needn't go to. We don't need to go or we needn't go. One more, Галя. Speaking more than 2 languages.
You
in
don't
this
have
job-
to.
Mhm.
You don't have to speak more than 2 languages in this
And the
job.
last one, good. And the last
I
one,
won't be able to go on holiday unless I get a pay rise.
very good. So right now I'm going to give you the assignment and you will work on your own. So page 88, it is use of English, the future of water. So one tiny exercise, and page 89, you have to read the text, underline the unknown words, phrases. So it's vocabulary work. There are some, I underlined lots of them, like to stagger, to my feet, I was startled, lots of other words, lots of
Text
interesting
in цій
phrases.
юніті.
So underline them, and it is a reading comprehension and answer the questions. So tomorrow we will quickly check these 2 tasks. It's right now, you have 25 minutes. You work on your own. Tomorrow I check this, I'm going to check this, and we will have the listening comprehension, and that would be it. On Tuesday, the test. So good luck. We will leave the conference. You will work on your own without me, silently. And tomorrow I will check. Okay? Relax a little bit.
Okay.
Relax
Okay.
bit without me.
Bye.
Попрацюйте трошки без мене. So, and see you tomorrow. 2 pages.
Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.